Well, now that we've talked about the analog side of the board and a little bit about where they intertwine the analog and the control surface, what are just the control surface features of the Matrix?
Sure. Well, this large button here, as I mentioned before, is the focus button, and the focus button flips it to the control surface side.
So green is analog.
Right.
Not green.
Not green is control surface. Now that may actually seem like a bit of a pain sometimes, flipping back and forth constantly. So what we've done is we've assigned this inline button here, and what that does is it allows you to see both the control surface and the analog layer at the same time. So for example, if I'm in the analog focus mode, these faders are focused on the analog side. But if I have my inline button selected, these encoders here, the rotary encoders, are assigned to the Pro Tools control surface. So if we'll look over at our Pro Tools mixer here, you can see these knobs control our Pro Tools mixer. Now if I hit focus again down here, now you notice that these are controlling my Pro Tools faders, and this is controlling my analog section.
Excellent.
So it depends on how you like to work.
Right.
Now, one other nice little addition to that is the focus fader. And what the focus fader is all about is being able to select a specific fader that you want to always have direct fader access to.
No matter where I'm moving.
No matter where you're moving. So if you're interested in having, fader 16 always available to you, we can utilize the master fader for something other than a master fader.
Oh. And the master fader, master level stays right where it was?
The master fader, master level stays exactly where it was. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. One other thing that's nice about that is, for example, if you're in the analog layer, like we are right now, your solo and your cut buttons are dedicated to the analog side of the console. So we also dedicate something called the V solo and the V mute feature. And what V solo stands for is the V pot. Click down now actually does a solo on Pro Tools or your workstation. Click again, it does a unsolos, or if you select mute, it controls the mute.
But this is all while I'm on the analog side.
This is while you're on the analog side.
So I'm making a couple analog adjustments, but I still want a little bit of control from Pro Tools. I want to be able to shut stuff off, hit my V mute, and I've still got that access to Pro Tools right in front of me.
That's correct, yeah, without having
No
to
paging
flip back,
around.
no paging around, precisely.
Excellent.
There's 4 layers to the control surface.
Right.
What I mean by layer is the actual ability to control 4 digital audio workstation software.
Simultaneously?
Simultaneously. Now remember earlier I mentioned the control surface functions over Ethernet.
Right.
So all of our data travels via Ethernet onto your computer. However, because it is Ethernet, it can also be routed through a Ethernet router. So that means I can route the Matrix to anything that's connected through my network.
Even multiple computers?
Including multiple computers, that's right.
So I could have, like in our studio constantly, we've got Pro Tools running, we've got Reason running.
Right.
We've got Pro Tools running, we've got something else running with it. So I could have Pro Tools and Reason running, control them both from this. And a producer can come in with his Logic session on his own laptop.
Yes.
I assume I load this software here on his laptop, and now I can control.
Yeah, what you in essence are doing is you're assigning a unique IP channel to his computer that the Matrix recognizes as layer 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Wow.
And when you select that layer, the entire work surface adjusts to that control surface. And this control protocol is fundamentally HUI and MCU, but it functions and runs over Ethernet. So there is no rerouting or rewriting or special drivers that are necessary within the software app. If they already support MCU, Mackie Control Universal, or HUI, Human User Interface, boom, it'll pop right up.